Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with my second collection. This is the Texture and Foliage Collection. This is an additional collection that you can seamlessly mix in with the Beautiful Wreaths Collection. Thumbs up! Here are two examples of cards that I made. Also, crafters, come back to my channel to see a few tutorials on this collection as well. Very easy to come together. I do have a few of the foliage base. They do have that foliage frame where you will know how to place like the berries, like what you see over here. Thumbs up for that as well. So there are now some additional styles of foliage and a thicker twig option and fall. You see the fall card here mixed with Build a Wreath? Thumbs up for that too. Love that. And of course, my poinsettia from the Christmas wreath add-on. So you will see that I will mix, match, and play within my own collection. Yay! In the Texture and Foliage Collection, there are 2 die sets, a Better Press Sentiment set, and 2 embossing folders. Love, 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 love. But before I get started, crafters, Kit Club is available until the 27th of this month. I'll link my Kit Club video here so you can see all the aquatic nautical goodness. And crafters, don't forget to come back to my channel to see the 13 days of Craftoween, more of the reveals. And crafters, please give this video a thumbs up. It will really help me out. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Okay, crafters, let's take a closer look at what is in Texture and Foliage. Texture is actually my 3D embossing folders. 2 of them. 2 thumbs up. Let's get started. Before I go deeper into this video, crafters, each card shown will have timestamps. The reason for that, this video is where you get to vote for your favorite card. Leave a little note at the bottom. You don't have to write a whole thing, but you can just say Christmas 1 or birthday 1. So just put your favorite card. Then I'll do a poll of what everybody comments below, and then I'll do a step-by-step tutorial for the 2 favorite cards. Yay! So that's how I'm going to do the tutorial this time. I'm going to let you guys pick what you like because I have a wide range of cards to show you. So I want you to pick which one you like, and then we're going to go with the top 2. Then you can follow along. This is the entirety of the Texture and Foliage Collection. There are 2 die sets, a Better Press Sentiment set with coordinating die, because of course I love a good coordinating die with sentiments, and 2 3D embossing folders. A lot of you are loving the new textured 3D embossing folders. I took a little break in terms of doing this video because 1, I was in my own way in my head. I put my own self under pressure in terms of creating cards. I was getting like crafter's block, so I let that ride. Plus, I also recently went to court with my ex-husband. That was just so much fun, discussing our disabled daughter. Everything turned out well, but I wasn't sure until I got there, and then it was over when the judge said, "Your motion is denied." I was like, "Thank you." So then I freed up myself. Now the initial hump of, oh, this is my collection and I need to be perfect, I'm getting over the hump. And now you're going to see lots of cards coming. And also I'm going to do a tutorial and we're going to talk about that in a second. But I got over that hump. So now I'm able to create and just have fun with it without overthinking and all that drama. Plus all the other drama with my ex-husband and all the craziness. So there are 5 wonderful items in this collection. There is a birthday element with the sentiments. These 3 are your all year round winners. This does have an all year round fun one. And then this is for fall, but you can also use the twigs all year round too. So it's like all year round and then seasonal touches towards the end of the year here. There is Autumn Greetings Wreath. All these fun bits. Love. Love, love. You guys know I love something like this, like a solid plate where you can just cut a bunch of leaves in different colors and just have them ready to go. There's a lot of prepping that you can do with this too. If you want to make a bunch of wreath cards, which are very popular cards, you can pre-cut a lot of this and then do the assembly between now and whenever you start giving out these Christmas cards. Or if you want to do a fall card, fall thank you. You get the sentiment Autumn Greetings with the shadow. So love that too. You get this twig and this style of twig, 2 pumpkins, a pomegranate, gourds, and then the toppers and those fall leaves. That is Autumn Greetings Wreath. Love. Then there is the seasonal wreath foliage. This one is like, I love, love, love this one. She has my heart. So if I had to pick between the 2, I'd go with the seasonal wreath. but then the twig too. So if you can only get one, I'd get this one and then put that one in your wish list, okay? So this one now has the all year round foliage. It only goes in one direction. I was limited by space, so I couldn't do the left and right here. I did it with the winter bits. This I was calling eucalyptus, but I think it's mistletoe actually. So there's a mistletoe one, which has the foliage frame and then spots to put berries on, both in the large size and the too small size. The too small size will go left and right. So then when you create a swag, you'll have the ends. Love that. You can also use these small ones to make a wreath too and mix them. You'll see on my card. And then this with the holly leaves. By far favorite. Love, 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 love. Again, foliage frame for those berries. These two don't have any berry placement. Purposely did that. We can just stick berries on here. This will give you more play in terms of, do you want your wreath with just the holly base only? And you can use these two small ones. There is one, again, the left and right, but you can use this to also mimic this and then bring in the berries, etc. Love that styling. And then there is Merry Christmas with the outline, and the berries, the big berries go to this one, the organic berries to this one, okay? So that is seasonal wreath foliage. Thumbs up for my own set. Love seasonal wreath. Then there is the Better Press Sentiments set. This one is called Birthday Wishes Sentiments. On the reverse side, you can press or glimmer and then die cut once. Love, love, love. I think out of one sheet of cardstock, you can get 4 sets, okay? Love this. You get sentiments like age to perfection, happy birthday to a very special person, happiest birthday wishes celebrating you, happy belated birthday, cheers to another year, it's your special day from all of us. So there are a few in here that can go beyond birthday as well. I love the font. I had to find the font too, but it actually worked out pretty good, the double font. Love that. Alrighty, and lastly, 2 fabulous embossing folders. Dimpled 3D embossing folder and the linen 3D embossing folder. Both of them are 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. You would use universal plate system or whatever die cutting machine you're using for 3D embossing. This is fun. When I first introduced this in the last Steals and Deals video, I had said this was my favorite. She's now coming right up beside this one. So this is the full 5.5 by 8.5 inch. So this is a nice dark gray color where I think you can see all the fun detail. Now there's something interesting too with this embossing folder. You can use the top like this, which I really, really love this texture. You can also use the reverse, a completely different texture. You can turn it this way. Because this is 5.5 by 8.5, you can get an A2 panel, 2 A2 panels. This piece can be cut in half and be exactly 4.25 by 5.5 inch. So let me show you what it looks like when we turn it sideways. There is a subtle difference between the pattern here. Now it's running vertical. Here it's running horizontal. You see the difference? So you have even that option with play. You'll see it even more in dimpled. Lots and lots of fun. So you can have it this way, which is how I normally do it, because it does have a vertical element anyway, but it depends on how you want it to look. Am I making sense? And the texture. Oh, this texture is fun. Now let's talk about Miss Dimpled. Dimpled now is a much tighter, smaller, but it doesn't crack. It's so fabulous. It just has such good feel. The reverse of this one is super fun. Look at that. Great for masculine cards too. When I see this one in particular, just from the feel, you could also like use die cuts and then emboss with this and have a different look too, depending on what you're working on. Now here is the same principle I was telling you a while ago, where I would cut an A2 panel and turn it. Now you can see how my lines are running vertical as opposed to horizontal. You have options. Fun. Love, 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 love. Here it is on the back. So that's vertical, that's horizontal. Both of them are fun. Once I did this with Dimpled, I was like, well, aren't you exciting? And it gets better. On one of my cards, I embossed treasured cardstock. I did the pearl metallic. It didn't crack. Thumbs up. So it can emboss treasured cardstock, whichever color you have. These are assorted packs of specialty cardstock at Spellbinders. 15 sheets in each pack, 3 sheets each, full-size cardstock. These are fabulous. So I'll put a link for this below. Crafters, I'm detailing and linking everything below. But I just wanted to give you a more close-up of where you can go with this 3D embossing folder, okay? Love, 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 love. This whole collection works seamlessly with the Beautiful Wreath Collection. These 5 beauties, I've talked about it a lot, but if you're seeing this for the first time, let me go over it real quick. Build a wreath. You can mix the twigs here. You can mix all of this, and there's a bow and some flowers. This is the base die set for the Beautiful Wreath Collection. There is Halloween wreath add-on. Lots of Halloween goodness. Garden wreath add-on, one of my faves because the flowers are all year round winners. Look at all the flowers that you get. Love, and you get a bow too. And then there is birthday wreath add-on, all these birthday elements and a present box, party hat, balloons, cupcakes, sentiment, all sorts of fun. And Christmas wreath add-on. This is another favorite of mine because I use it all the time. I love Christmas cards. Poinsettia, by far fave. Christmas tree, you can put ornaments on it. Snowman, bow ornament, season's greetings, snowflake, lots of fun here. This works with the texture and foliage, okay? For the birthday bread press, you can definitely use these two. Have lots of fun. So Beautiful Wreath works with it, okay? Here is a large craft stacks box. These are Spellbinders crafting, sorting, and storage trays. In the tray here, I have die cut the various foliage, twigs, the mistletoe, holly leaves, and then the all year round. Let's start off with the all year round. So I did 4. You can go 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to get a nice circular wreath like that. You would apply glue following along that vein down there, the center, or dabs of glue everywhere. If you leave these top parts without applying glue, that's where you can get to start to do the tucking if you want to tuck things in it. If I bring in the 4th one now, this gets bigger, but it can still work on an A2. I can also curve it into more of an oval like so. And you can do layers. You can stagger it. You can do layers. If you know how to build wreath cards, you can have lots of fun here. So you see how I did the oval by doing 4? The same thing happens here now with the holly. So you can get a small wreath. You can extend your wreath. Let me bring in one of the short holly leaf here. And then I can just stick some berries on it. I'll go deeper into it when I'm doing the tutorial of how to lay it down. But it's easy. You just really follow that line with glue. You don't have to glue every single thing down, but you can if you want. And you can do 1 layer too. It does work with 1 layer. If you want to maximize your card stock, save some money, but still get these cards done, you can do 1 layer and still have a wreath card. You don't have to do 50 layers like how some folks do wreath cards and it's a lot going on. You don't have to do all of that. You can do like this, 3 layers now of the mistletoe. Look at that. Look how small that is. Still enough room here on an A2 base. Instead of putting the 4th piece here, which I could have just layered it on top there, that starts to take an oval shape. I could go with one of the smaller pieces here and make my wreath just a hair bigger. 3 of the twig. Look at that. With 4 of the twigs, you can get more oval looking. You can bring it in tighter by layering them on top of each other. And that will also make it look fuller. You see? Look at that for fall. Isn't that fabulous? So I just wanted to give you just a brief overview. And you can tuck these all into each other and mix them up too. I am saving these for future cards. And you can ink blend on it and really give depth to them. All right. So now, crafters, let's start off with card number 1. Here is card number 1. This is birthday 1. So if you love this one, put B-Day 1 below or birthday 1 below in the comments. Here I have 2 items from this collection. Seasonal wreath foliage, that's the base here in green, and the birthday wishes sentiments right here. And I did press this out on porcelain cotton card, black better press ink, and cut it out with the coordinating die. Then I wanted to put on these fun flowers. For the fun flowers, I'm coming into an oldie but a goodie. Garden wreath add-on. Even if you don't own this set and you love this card, you can still watch the process, put this one on your wish list and get it one day, because all of my Beautiful Wreaths collection, this older collection, goes on sale from time to time and super sale. You can still vote for this, but you don't necessarily have to have this. Just save the video in your playlist, okay? And then I use some of these florals here in all these fun colors, did a little bit of ink blending. For that black splatter, crafters, I am using, I'll put the name here on the screen. It is watercolor that I'm using to do the splatter. For the background of my card, crafters, I have 2 layers of a oldie but goodie favorite of mine back in stock. Precision layering A2 sets A and B. 16 dies in each set. Largest die in set A is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. Largest die in set B is 1/8 of an inch shorter. For this card, I think I'm only using set A. And look at that fun splatter. So I kept the splatter on this layer, but not that layer. I'm loving this whole black, white with the colors and the wreath. Here, you're seeing 4 of the curved wreath, not 3. Love that. So that's birthday card 1. And like I said, there will be timestamps if you want to go back. And at the end, I'll give you a little review. Love, love, love. Here is birthday card number 2. Love, love, love. I think some of you already saw this. This is using Spellbinders Oceanside cardstock to its fullest. I love the color here. This is a 5x7 card. On this card, I have 3 items from this release. Seasonal Wreath Foliage for the base again. Birthday Wishes Sentiments. Right here is your special day. And the linen 3D embossing folder. Look how pretty that is. For the flowers on top, I have the garden wreath add-on with these beautiful flowers in a different colorway than the last card. For the sentiment, happy birthday. From the birthday wreath add-on, there is happy birthday right there. Some of my older sets have sentiments, and these 2 newer sets, they have sentiments as well. So I did happy birthday is your special day because I had all this wonderful space. And this time you see that I carried it as a swag because I did not have the left and right going on. I had a hard edge here with the stem starting. I put the flower there. Easy fix, pretty, love. I love a good swag like this. You just don't know. With the texture embossing folders, you do have an option. You can build all of this directly on it and it will work. But sometimes you still want maybe a little variation. In this instance, I wanted variation. On some of my cards, you'll see that I have this built straight on here. And there's no lumps and bumps. None of that is happening. You get a feel, you get a rise. It's not so much so that you can't build this and this layers flat. That's what I'm trying to say. But I wanted here quiet because all of this is going on, and then out here is where the busyness. So your eyes go here first, then it comes out. So I had to bring in a foundation die. In this instance, I'm using Essential Stylish Ovals. Fabulous. This one goes on super sale from time to time. Put this one in your wish list. Oldie but goodie. Largest die is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. 16 dies, so it comes in 15 more times. One of these layers is here. Love, 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 love this. So that is birthday card number 2, crafters. Up next, crafters, birthday card number 3. Love, love. Here you can see the beautiful pearl metallic treasured cardstock on both layers. Here I'm using seasonal wreath foliage, the mistletoe with an end, and also this and the other end to create this sort of I don't know what this is, like a double swag. First time doing it. And then I also brought in the little berries on a birthday card. I wanted to see if I could take this from being holiday and turn it into like an all year round birthday card. It works for me. I don't know if it's driving you crazy, but it doesn't bother me. I think it's fabulous. I could also bring in flowers, but I didn't want to cover this with flowers. I did want to see if it with the berries could work for a birthday. That was my test with this one. For the sentiment, I came into birthday wishes sentiments here. This time I glimmered. Black cardstock with matte silver hot foil roll celebrating you. And for the background here, I did do that vertical take on it. So instead of it being horizontal lines, I did use that piece and run it this way. And I'm loving it for a birthday, coming down like a streamer. Even though I got over my little crafter's block, I was still thinking and doing a lot of it. So dimpled is here, so pretty on that specialty cardstock. Love. For my cupcake, I'm coming into my birthday wreath add-on. I love my little fun cupcake here with the little streamer bit up here. For this layer, to separate this from this, because I had to house this little scene first before I went to the embossing, came back again, Essential Stylish Ovals. The ovals are loving this textured embossing folders. It really loves it. Up next, crafters, this is the fall #1 card. So this is taking dimpled on the reverse side. Here is birthday 3. You see how I have the dimpled rays? Here it is the reverse. Here is some fall goodness. I love all of what's happening here. This is an A2 card. It features the Autumn Greetings wreath. Here you see I'm using the twigs. I did double layers of the twigs, coming around that base. I'll talk about that in a second. The sentiment autumn greetings. I have all the bits in here. Even one of the gourds is poking through there. All this fun fall leaf foliage. There's my little pomegranate and 3 pumpkins. And then the dimpled is on the reverse side. This is on alabaster cardstock, perfect for fall. For my 2 sunflowers, I'm coming in to build a wreath. I do have a sunflower and 2 other flowers. I could have also added more, but I wanted to have a cluster here to create a neutral background. I'm using everlasting circles. I did do some ink blending with some distress oxide here. This is a really nice die set. Largest die is 4 1/4 inch. It comes in 15 more times to that little small circle. I use this one all the time. Great for shakers, cutting out windows, things like this too, or giving a base to build your wreath on. When you saw me putting the 3 pieces together and you were like, oh, I want it to be more accurate, you can use a circle template like this and build on it. That's what I did with this. Love this. This is fall 1. Up next, crafters, this is fall card number 2. The difference between card 1, you see the circle? Here, no circle. Both of them work, okay? So it's not like you always have to have a foundation die. I just like foundation dies. Well, I love foundation dies, if you didn't know that. But it still can work with just the embossing. So this one features 2 items. This card looks like it has a lot going on, but crafters, in reality, is only really 2 items. This is a 3rd item. I did not need to bring it in, but I didn't want to do autumn greetings again. I wanted to just try something a little different. This is like just an added little optional piece. You could do autumn greetings right here. Then it would only be 2 items to make this card. Yay! I have the autumn greetings wreath. Here I'm using the twig in the background. I die cut a lot of the greens, the browns, brought on some ink, did some ink blending, brought on the pumpkins, and then layered clusters. I love fall number 2. Don't let me influence your vote though. In the background here, if you're loving this brown, this is Dune Essential cardstock, an old cardstock. I wish they would bring this color back. Here I did the sentiment autumn, did a little bit of ink blending, and I staggered the little outline. For this better press sentiment, I came on with Sentiments of Wonder. You can press or glimmer and then die cut each one out. Crafters, this one goes on super sale from time to time. Put this one in your wish list if you have better press or glimmer. Why this is so fabulous too, it's like all year round sentiments. There is Christmas, there is even Halloween in here. Then there is these birthday and everything else, but it's small. When you have a small space, I had it as just autumn and it felt like it needed something else. But if I had put greetings in here, it was too far down because I had already adhered the autumn. And then I finished off the card with Spellbinders Green Gems. Green gems work very well for fall and Christmas crafting. Love, love, love that. This is fall card number 2. Love. Up next, crafters. Now we're into Christmas, a series of Christmas cards. This is Christmas card number 1. It only features the seasonal wreath foliage die, that holly base, with the white berries. So you would cut this one to put in the berries. The poinsettia comes from the Christmas wreath add-on. I use the large and the small. Super pretty. I love this. Love, love, love this card. I think it's very clean. I did a swag here. There is the tall holly leaf that you see here, and then one of each of this. One here, one here. Then for the sentiment, this is from Yana's Beautiful City Holiday Collection. Love. This is her Christmas cheer press plate and die. So you can press or glimmer any of these sentiments and die cut each one of them. Here I have it on black cardstock with matte silver hot foil roll. It's this big one that says at Christmas time and all year through. So thankful to have great friends like you. I wanted a large sentiment. The next card I show you is going to be one of her older sets. That's actually a glimmer set. I love it too, but now I have this version, which dials up the elegance even more. For this layer here on top of the A2 base, I have the Scallop and Stitch Edge Ovals die. Largest die is 5 inches tall, 3 3/4 of an inch wide. I'm using this and this. Also from the Christmas wreath add-on, I forgot to show you because it's just there, but still filling up the space. My little guys right here, they're in here too. Love. So this is Christmas card number 1. Beautiful A2 card. Love the colorway. This is one of my favorites. I love the drama with the colors here. I had this idea that I did not want to do the holly leaves in green. I wanted to play, and I love pink for Christmas. So here I'm using like a dusty rose mauve. For that dusty rose mauve, I'm using the Velvet Rose Essential cardstock. So this is older Spellbinders cardstock. I still have a couple packs of it. Here I'm using blush color wheel cardstock cut out for the berries, and I did ink blend, so I could have gone a little bit lighter and achieved that color. I wanted to see if I could make an elegant muted card, but with the pink, and see how it works out. I'm loving this. I'm using 2 items from the new collection. Seasonal wreath foliage for the holly leaf here. I did some layering too. Also, I included the little berries, and then I came in with the autumn greetings wreath. I did touches of that single twig here. Love, 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 love against the black. This is Yana's glimmer set that I was telling you about before the new one. This fills up perfectly in here. Look how gorgeous that is. So you can make quick cards with this too, but beautiful cards. Love. This is a Merry Little Christmas Sentiments hot foil plate. I adore this set. It was just on sale the other day. Put this one in your wish list. If you have a glimmer machine, you will love it. I love the different sizes you get of the sentiments with coordinating die. Yay! On the inside of the card or at the bottom of the card, even here in the center of the wreath, you could use these too. So this is Christmas card number 2. Love the pink. Love it. Up next, crafters, is Christmas card number 3. I've shown this one before. Love this. This is with Spellbinders indigo color wheel cardstock in the background. This is an A6 card, 4.5 by 6.25 inch, splattered with some splatter white. Love splatter white at an angle, okay? So it's supposed to represent snow or give it a snowy feel. Here I'm using the seasonal wreath foliage, the mistletoe, lots of it, doubling up the mistletoe. See how I staggered it on top of each other and turned it into an oval? Put a lot of the little berries. I have the sentiment Merry Christmas. Indigo cardstock is here, the same as the base here for the outline. And then brush gold cardstock for the sentiment Merry Christmas. Love, 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 love. And then I have the linen 3D embossing folder for the background. Isn't that pretty? So here I did not bring in a die. I built it straight on. Here I did. You have options too with what look you're going for. Here I wanted it that look. Here I kept it more of the whole thing. This is looking more like a basket. This is looking more like a textured background. Having fun. And to fill up some of my oval shaped wreath, I came in with the Christmas wreath add-on, the large and small poinsettia. This time this is 4 layers of it. So this is 2 of this layered up, and then 2 of the small ones. Again with a little touch of brush gold there and some gold gems. So this is Christmas card number 3. Here is Christmas card number 4. This is a 5 by 7 card. Here I also have the mistletoe from Seasonal Wreath Foliage. I also use the sentiment Merry Christmas. For this little piece right here to hold my ornament, I got it from the Country Snowman die set. I'll link my video here for the Country Christmas collection. Thumbs up for a beautiful collection by Annie. I just needed that little bit for my ornament. For the ornament and the snowflakes, I'm coming into my Christmas wreath add-on. Love the ornament. So that's the ornament bit, that's the ornament topper, and then I needed a little string for it, okay? And again, some more of my snowflakes. Loving the snowflakes splattered on the wreath. I think that's fun. In the background, I do have Dimpled in white. So this is Christmas card number 4. And lastly, crafters, this is Halloween card number 1. This uses a lot of product. This is like my last card that I made. So you can tell that I was like progressively getting over my crafter's block with my own collection. I was just too much in my head with it. But once I really just let that go finally and started to play, then this one is like a lot of things are in here, but I love everything that's in here. So this is Halloween card 1. Super love. It's a shaped card. Only using the seasonal wreath foliage here for the base, and I wanted to see if I could take this one, which is the all year round one, and see if I could turn it into something more seasonal without it looking like it could only work for birthday or it could only work for spring, Easter, that type of thing. Here I took it into Halloween. I also want to take it into Christmas too, just to see how it will look Christmas. I think it can work for fall too, because I think it's working fabulously here. Here it is in black. Then I decided, well, let me see if it can work with some berries. Cut those berries in purple. I did 3 of the branch here and then just a single layer, didn't double up or anything. Left that space open because I knew I was going to use my witch hat. That's from the Halloween wreath add-on. This I cut out with fog cardstock, and then I brought on some Altenew fresh dye ink in like dark gray and black to get that hat with the detail, the ink blending. I was having way too much fun making this card. So this is what it is right here. This is a lighter color purple cardstock from Spellbinders, and I cut that little band. For the band also, I brought on glossy accent just to give it a little bit of shine and detail, because when it was just ink blended alone, it looked like this, and I wanted it to just be a little different, but this does influence it, but not exactly the same cardstock, if you know what I mean. I think about things like that too. If that made any sense what I just said. Then to continue the spooktacular fun, I love, can I say how much I love this card again? I brought in 2 Halloween goodies. Both of these you can put in your wish list and get them before they retire because they are fantastic, especially this one. Spiderweb backgrounds. This will make an A2 background. This you can press or glimmer every single time. I keep pressing it. Here I pressed it on Basil Gray cardstock with Thunder Better Press ink. I just wanted to see what it would look like pressed out in gray. Love. Then I came on with some black soot distress oxide and did this kind of a cloudy detail around. Love that as well. And here is another one, Halloween icons. I love the sentiments here and all the little icons. Up here, you can press or glimmer die cut once. And I had this little set right here. This is on Pebble cotton card with Black Better Press ink. Isn't this cute? And I love the little jagged edge. You're wicked cute. This is a wicked cute card. I love this card. I've said that like 5 times now. I thought to myself, do I want to make another rectangular card? I was like, no, let me make an arch card. And there are 3 beautiful arch sets. Perfect Touch Arches, brand new set. Put that one in your wish list. But I did use its older sisters. This is Make-A-Wish Arch. I decided to elevate the card a little bit, like how there is Elegant Halloween with Make-A-Wish Arch labels. The largest die is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. Comes in a couple more times to a tag. The oldest sister, which is Essential Arches, also largest die is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. I did 2 layers of it here, so it's one of these in black, and then the treated layer, and then out here in black for the Make-A-Wish Arch. I cut this twice. On the reverse side, I put a 1/2 inch score line, glued the tops together to make a top folding A2 card. Wouldn't this be fun on somebody's desk for Halloween? Love, 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 love. So it's Make-A-Wish Arch and Essential Arches here, okay? Okay, crafters, so in summary, instead of showing you all the cards together, I'm going to go by their sets. I will definitely be doing a tutorial on the top 2. Here is birthday card 1, birthday card 2, birthday card 3. Love, 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 love. Pick your fave. Let me know below. Fall card 1, fall card 2. Just pick your favorite, not from each category, just one, please. Crafters, here is Christmas. Christmas card 1, Christmas card 2, Christmas card 3, Christmas card 4. Love, love it again. Oh, I'm going to be making so many Christmas cards with my own collection. And lastly, Halloween card number 1. Okay, crafters, remember, only vote for one. I'll pick the top 2 cards and I'll do tutorials for them, step-by-step tutorials too. So they'll be slower tutorials. If you did order this set, then you can craft along with me. Alrighty, crafters, thanks so much for watching. Everything will be detailed and linked below. I hope you love texture and foliage. There's a lot of timeless goodies in this collection. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, don't forget to pick your favorite. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye!